Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be discussing what's going on with the Mustang and what's the plans and what all we're doing to it, so let's get right into it. So we do have some pretty bad news, so let me show you guys the news. So we do have the Super Coupe motor right here, right in front of me. The motor and everything, it looks good. I mean, the cylinders may need a hone, but other than that, the whole block itself looks pretty good. We're gonna end up painting all this, putting new freeze plugs and everything in it, all new bearings in the whole thing. And then if we come right over here, we have our crank, pistons, rods. What we are going to have to do is replace the cam bearings in the motor, the pistons, rods, and all that. They all need new bearings. And if you can look at the piston ones, they have somewhere, but I'm just gonna go ahead and replace all of them. This is a little bit worse. And then we got the cam bearings. So with the whole swap, like I said, we just need a hone, new bearings, and then everything can go back together. We're going to still use the stock pistons, rods, and most of the stuff. We are putting a new comp cam in it, new springs and all that. The motor that's going into the Mustang is a Super Coupe motor out of a 1990 Super Coupe Thunderbird. The motor is still a 3.8 V6 with the Supercharger on top, but we're actually going to be using 94 to 95 Supercharger housing on the Supercharger along with the rotors. I am going to be running higher boost, and the other things we have to still do is we still have to paint and everything, which I'm going to be using 415 black and gray paint, painting all my parts. I'm still got to paint my valve covers and a bunch of other different things like the block, the supercharger, etc. The throttle body that we are going to be using is a 70mm throttle body. It's a BBK, and we're using a AEM fuel pump along with WB gauges. We also have ARP hardware that we will be using, along with on the Supercharger we're going to be using a 7% overdrive pulley. It's an aluminum pulley to get that a little bit more boost out of the Supercharger and out of the motor. And then I also have a bunch of other parts right over here, variety of parts. I got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff up here like pulleys and stuff, lower intake manifold, throttle body, my intercooler, and a bunch of other parts. Also got some Scott rod panels in here for the engine bay, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Got to weld them in and everything. Now it's on to the motor work, and then after that, paint, prep the engine bay, and swap the motor in. So I'll keep you guys updated. So we're gonna go down to a local parking lot and get some exhaust clips of the car before we swap it. Before we head down to the parking lot, we got to get that cold start. So we're just gonna head down to the beach area. Well, we always call it the beach area, but it's actually just a big parking lot, and it has a beach right next to it. And we're gonna grab some exhaust clips, and yeah. So after we get that, then we're gonna do little runs. I'm gonna give it a little pull right here. The whole entire time right there. We'll try it again. It didn't really hook. Anyways, we're going down here and get some exhaust clips for the before and after of the Super Coupe swap. I think it's always funny. People just look at me completely weird whenever I wear this thing on my head. I don't know if you guys can see me in the mirror or not. We'll just turn right here. looks like there's a good amount of people out here fishing today. Hopefully there's no one over here where I want to go. And doesn't look like anyone's down here, so that's good. I see like one truck. So now we're down at the lake. I don't know if you guys can really see our local lake. Alright guys, so we're out here at the beach, at the parking lot, and I'm gonna shoot some exhaust clips. I'm gonna set up the tripod right here and just roll by a few times to get some sound. So that pretty much sums up the general idea and what we are going to be doing with the Super Coupe motor and the Mustang. I plan on recording a bunch of stuff to from working on to the vehicle to painting and all this other stuff. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you guys want to know any more things about the build and stuff. You can leave some questions. I can try to answer any question you guys have. So see you guys next time.